all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
If she has your DNA and it's in you, she's going to want to connect. And once she sees how magnificent and how powerful, and even this form that you did, this profound display of love, you know, in having this platform, I think it's going to blow her mind because, what you're doing here is not just selfish. You're using this situation to help other people find their way. And so even in that where, it's benefiting her, she'll be able to see this. This is part of her legacy. You're part of her legacy. But other people will be able to share in this and say, thank you, brother, because this podcast, this show saved my life.
Dialpad is the AI-powered platform built for better customer engagement.
Hello?
It's one platform for calls, messages, and video.
Bust their head.
ODing on a beat, Narcan flow. Got my boots tied up on my feet in dark camo. Lifestyle not for Robin Leach, I'm more Mike Jones. They don't love me now, but they love when I'm on. I got demons in my face and they'll never leave me alone. I got brothers upstate, they just want to make it home. Tell them hold their head, tell them do it for the fam. While these faggot fuck boys out here doing for the gram. I just do it cause I can and I am who I is. One West warrior, my standard is big. I see shit differently, speak with efficiency. Shit, can't nobody get with me. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Still sipping plenty Henny straight with my dinner date. Pretty face and her pretty shape like a figure 8. I just wait, let her seal her fate, cause she feeling great. Not a race, but she finished first and I finished late. I don't really sleep, but I rest when I'm buried though. Bad Trini shorty cooking roti in the curry go. She just get up on it, wind around like a merry-go. Got me on my terrio, ooh, kill it, there you go. I just really love it, she don't call me by my government. King Ty, oh, I'm King Kong when I'm up in it. Never on no sucker shit, I write with an oven mitt. I'm nice and you haters in my light, turn it up a bit. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Cause the killers and the gangsters and hoods that be dangerous. Trigger finger getting kinda itchy, feeling anxious. Get a little bitty with the pistol by her ankles. Have her paint the walls with your blood like a Van Gogh. You rappers calling, I'm about my dough and my cake. I'm whip controlling, I pay the toll and roll out of state. I coming back, I'm sipping off a Patron to the face. The only thing I ask is for my dogs to be great. Throw the paper in the air and let it fall. Ticker tape of a parade. Day that all of my soldiers getting paid. The sword and the pistol I keep when I carry it. 144,000 soldiers in the chariot. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Yeah, this how monsters do it. I be riding around the streets blasting monsters music. One West hold me down, you is not gonna move it. Go around, come around, hope you not that stupid. All I'm seeing people catching death in these streets. Lost souls of the ghetto, that's what's left in these streets. Young and 15 catching wreck like a beast. Cause the strong keep it going, only rest for the weak. I don't really sleep, I keep one eye open. Stomping on these rappers on my feet, 5-4 shit. Any money bullshit, but I picked the 4-5. Hit them with the stick, have it lift them like a forklift. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we could do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Used to move the line up against quarterbacking like Donovan. Now I'm sipping Jonathan Walker, don't try to challenge him. You might get your lips all swole without collagen. Bro, you better slow your fucking roll, have some common sense. Point game match, settle scores if you wanted to. Big dog wrecking shit, I'm more like a Marmaduke. I'm more what you never saw before, I'm a monster. Roll up on you, then just get the shotgun like I'm Blanca. This ain't street fighting, it's about that gunplay. They be on the block back and forth, but it's one way. Battling for yards like it's Super Bowl Sunday. Trying to bring the chip home, better get that big chrome.
All right, this is Rooted Speech, man. We got Captain Taiwo in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rooted Speech, man. I'll break it down right quick, though.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small cats. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka, equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot ya. The best rhymer, since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Kong. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect. Pay homage that I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood. Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fight the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles, he made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though. Cause the niggas getting fouled, shooting like a free throw. Keep spitting asses like a Mino. And a nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
Yeah. It's like Dr. Juan told me that she was coming through. I was trying to get up here as soon as I could. Yeah, it's like Dr. Juan called me. I thought I was gonna be there at 7. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the close up. You know, I'm not that handsome, sir. I'm not as handsome as such a man as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So,
according to God, the white man is the devil.
Tom Rob,
see, I've been here for a little minute.
Class angle.
Like, I see niggas, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority.
Just a heads up, sir. I know we can't do the double teaching. That's what I've been doing a lot. Like, anytime I teach, you StreamYard with me. He has vocal and give as much input as possible. So he can, you know, still just get used to
everybody with all that bygone
still head in the class. It's not, you know, I just want to.
When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, what the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. He asked you the profits, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. See the props. Some time these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion.
It's like, I need to turn him like, hey, break it down.
Like we all come together. You know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and the whole
I tread lightly with him, I understand.
What you talking about? Don't give a fuck what you believe. You gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Order is one of the things he needs.
We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it and shit. Wrong with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent. I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm.
I'm good to go whenever.
And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got you, baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the promise, that baby so belong to the Lord. I dare you afford it. Devil will failure, bitch, I can't afford it. I prepare for you.
Right, so I'm talking about, all right.
Let them lies slip through that teeth. Need to stop it. And see the problem.
That's the reality, Christian. I'm sorry what you're feeling. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years. But that's
7:17.
That's why they exist to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, ass need to stop it. Ass she to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
That's the song that got me to Hebrew Cat.
That one there?
You know when we go to ground. You know when they go to ground. You know when they come around. If they wanna clown, then we gun them down. I'm war ready, was born ready, I'm more ready. I'm saying this now, making sure that the morgue ready. Yeah. We got some drop-offs, battle formation. I'm waiting for you to pop off. Right after you make your first move, get your rocks off. Next thing you'll head to the dirt. We are not soft. I took a loss, but no, I ain't panicking. I be making moves, you staying still like a mannequin. Think you got the force, but shit, I'm feeling like Anakin. Hit the chick with the lightsaber, might save her. Doing moves tight major with light paper. And H-Town on them blades like an ice skater. Yeah, at that one West Passover. Sit down, take a seat to the class over. Far from sober, but I ain't puffing on Doja. Bartender, remix and killer.
Mother and 7 sons.
Hold the ice too, flooded like a typhoon. We can get 6 shooters 10 paces high noon. We had Player Street, all-star studded like it's all-star weekend with all my brothers.
Still in the,
ain't nobody fucking round with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna clown, then we gun them down for my niggas.
Ain't nobody fucking around with my niggas. You know who I go to ground with, my niggas. You know when they come around, if they wanna down, then we gun them down for my niggas. Die for my niggas. Make sure me and the squad solidified. I'm down to ride, go to war like I did the job. You niggas whores, I'm the bull, plus I've been the vibe. You can't feel me, unless you sip 100 proof. I got 100 soldiers with me, that's 200 boots. We get to stomping like a Kappa or a Q, but don't mistake me for no rapper. I'm the Jew, the streets cold, so I throw on the cover. You a bitch, don't get mad at me, get mad at your mother. Put my life on the line like I got me another. Yeah, shit. It's like I'm on another level here. You second tier, I'm pulling guns, that's on Metal Gear. It's hell out here for shit, I die heavenly. AK equipped with the drum, it holds 70. Swing revolvers, bucket you ducks like Yosemite. Yeah, I hear.
All right. We're in the building. Go ahead and clap it up for class. How about Shimei Shot Barker? Thumb to the brothers. How small? How about Shimei Shot to the sisters? I'm Priest and Officer Hyatt Call of the ISUPK Atlanta under Commanding General Yohanan. Since 1969, we have been bringing out the truth to our people. And when I say our people, I do mean the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, letting them know that we are the true Jews of the Bible. All right, we're the true Jews of antiquity. All right, so when you open up that book, you open up these scriptures, understand that this is us that we are reading about. All right, it's not anything else. It's not anything that the Christian church has set up here and tried to tell you or lead you or lead you to perceive, but this is ours. All right, big shout out. I see my brother is with me. Y'all thumb.
Hey, shalom, Adawan, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Everything's well.
Hey man, I'm good to go now that I got you on the show. What's happening with you?
Most High in Christ, Adawan. Another day in Babylon, sir.
Damn right. Thwada for joining us today.
No sweat.
All right, so today is Tuesday. Like my Adawan likes to say, echo it a couple of times. Tuesday. All right. So this is the brotherhood class here in ISUPK Atlanta. All right. The brotherhood class is a very heavy, very important class that we need to go over. Not any more important than any of the others, but this, you have to understand that brotherhood is a weapon. All right. So we need to know how to utilize and wield this weapon of brotherhood. That's something that has been missing from our community for way too long. We've been, going against each other. We know, what I'm saying, the type of strife and everything that we go through in the hoods and, politically and all this little type stuff like that, being against each other. We have to understand that we are to gather ourselves together. All right. We need to make sure that we unite under Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And understand that this is our power. Understand that, once we understand how to get together as brothers, that's where we get our strength from, and that's how the kingdom comes about. All right. So that's what we're going to be going into tonight. It's a brotherhood class, and we are also, if my public education school serves me correctly, we are in the third day of the Feast of Hanukkah. All right. We had a very, very heavy service here on Sunday. So let's clap that up one time. I was honored to teach a service with priest and officer 1000 Hadar Moth, and we went over the book of Maccabees and explaining exactly the history and the story behind the Feast of Dedication, how that came about, and all the intricacies within it. All right, so that was a very heavy class. Also go back to check it out. And big Thawada to everyone that came through. I got to see, wasn't able to meet all the faces, there was a lot going on, but big Thawada for everybody that came through. If you came through, put a 1W in the chat if you were, in the building for the Feast of Hanukkah. But we do appreciate everybody coming down here to 3353 Glenwood Road for that. All right. And so just also another little quick reminder, as we're in, the feast of Hanukkah for the 8 days, is that you were to light your menorahs or your 7 candles every day. All right. So make sure that you go ahead and light those up. And I thought you there we go. We got them lit up. There you go with the water, sir. So make sure that you light those. All right. That's part of our tradition. That's part of our culture of what we are to do. All right. So make sure you light that up. All right. Because we had our ancestors fight a very honorable and serious battle to make sure that these cultures and these traditions can stand. All right. That's one thing that we have to understand is we have lost our tradition. We've lost our culture. We've lost our history. We've lost our way. But in order to gather ourselves back under the Most High is we have to remember these things. All right. So that's part of what we're going to continue to do today is understanding how to remember our history. All right. That's something very important because like I always say, you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. All right. So if you would, Halak, if you would first give me Book of Deuteronomy 32:7, Baba Kasha. All right.
Come, sir.
The water. All right, because in the book of Deuteronomy 32:7, this is letting us know how we need to remember the days of old. All right, that's part of what we do with the Feast of Hanukkah, and that's part of what we do being scholars here in the ISUPK. All right, so it's very important that we, like I said, return to our history and we know exactly what went on and we don't forget. All right, our oppressor wants us to forget. Our oppressor wants us to not remember. To, let it fade away into the past. Let it fade to black. All right. But we're going to keep this freshly in our minds. All right. Throughout our generations. So you teach this to your kids so they can teach their kids and their kids and their kids. All right. Because since 1969, that has been brought back into this world. And we need to make sure that we keep it going. Not only keep it going, but strengthen it and build it. All right. Go ahead and read that when you have it, priest.
Come, sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
Ask who?
Ask thy fathers.
Ask thy father. So you have to understand and have to realize is that that's why they take the fathers out of the household. All right, they want us to have it where we can't have a father to ask. They want to have it where we can't sit up here and ask daddy, hey, what happened to our kinfolk? Well, how was your daddy? What happened to him? All right, so that's what we have to understand and have to realize. All right, go ahead and keep reading, Barbara Shaw.
Come, sir. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right. Because you have to understand is that they're the ones that are going to show us. Because why? Because they saw it. All right. You can't sit up here and depend on somebody that hasn't seen anything. They've seen it. They know what's going on. All right. So the same thing is like, how do you sit up here and tell your kids not to deal drugs? It's because that father dealt drugs. That father knows that ain't the life that he wants for his children. All right. So whether he dealt drugs or whether he had partners that dealt drugs, he saw it. He's seen it. You know what I'm saying? So now he can give that advice. He can give that warning. He can give that knowledge to the sons of now. This ain't what we need to do. All right. And also, if you would, Halak, if we can go to 2 Thessalonians 2:15, Baba Kasha.
Come, sir.
All right. Because understand that this is line upon line, precept upon precept. All right. The way the Bible works is it's going to tell you over and over again. We're stiff-necked people. We need it. All right. Please understand that we are hard-headed. So you can't sit up here and just tell us one thing, one time, and then have us believe it. All right. But that's the beauty of the scripture. It's going to keep on letting us know. It's going to keep on telling us. All right. It's not going to sit up here and say it one time and like how the Christian churches sit up here and do. They can grab one precept and be like, yep, see, that's why we can do this. That's why the law is done away with. That's why we could eat pork. That's why we don't have to do that. That's why this is done away with. because they take one little precept and take it out of context, but they can't substantiate it with anything else in the Bible. All right, go ahead and read it when you got it, Baba Kasha.
Come on, sir. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast.
Stand fast. So what does stand fast mean? Stand fast means to, oh, go ahead, Slack.
If I could, Adawan.
Please.
It means to not be unwavering.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell you that, but to hold on to. So definitely that, yeah, you know, not unwavering, to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're fixed in something. When you're fixed in it, that means that you're not going to move. So yeah, very, very, very good. It's, you know, you're not wavering. You ain't moving from this stance. I'm standing fast. I'm not wavering. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, moving from my position. I'm standing fast right here. Go ahead and read, Baba Shaw.
Come on, sir. And hold the traditions which ye have been taught.
Hold these traditions that you've been taught. All right. So the Christian church, they haven't taught these traditions. Because I'm gonna let you know right now, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the Christian church like many of us. I had no clue about the book of Maccabees, even though it was in, you know, the original 1611 King James Bible. Your preacher won't sit up here and teach you about the book of Maccabees. All right. For a lot of you coming into the truth, this is brand new stuff to you that you were not taught. But here it is in 2 Thessalonians, and get help me out, priest. Where do we find 2 Thessalonians?
Shalaki Adawan, we find the book of 2 Thessalonians in the New Testament.
We find that in the New Testament. But, you know, your Christian church, let's sit up here and talk about, you know, Old Testament done away with. We ain't got to worry about that. But it just said, hold fast to what you've been taught. Things have been taught in the Old Testament. Things have been taught in the Apocrypha. But now, all of a sudden, we supposed to be, you know, that's done away with. Don't listen to it. But here in the New Testament, where your Christian pastor will sit up here and preach out of and hold fast to, they don't want to hold fast to this other stuff. All right. Go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shaw.
Come on, sir.
Finish that out.
Come on. Hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle.
Right. So make sure that you hold fast to it. That's what we've been doing here in ISUPK. That's what we just did this past Sunday. We held fast to our traditions. All right. That tradition is rededicating our temple. All right. As they did in the book of First Maccabees. We made sure that we held fast to that and we remembered that. All right. Because even going back to the first precept that we just pulled, that was the book of Deuteronomy. All right. Understand that that's Torah. So that's law. So understand that it is a sin for us to forget what our forefathers went through. It's a sin to forget what was done to us by our oppressors. We are to remember that. Because you got to understand that it's okay for everybody else to remember this except for us. 9/11 happens, never forget. But when it comes to us, oh man, slavery was so long ago. Why are you worried about that? Man, come on, man. We done made so much progression and we done changed here in this country. Why are you sitting up here worried about, you know what I'm saying, stuff that my dad ain't had nothing to do with? That wasn't me. I never owned slaves. My dad never owned slaves. Why are you worried about that? But I guarantee you 50 years from now, 75 years from now, if the Lord hasn't come back and done this thing since then, you know what I'm saying? But understand that they're still going to be remembering 9/11.
That's right.
You got the most famous thing is what? Remember the Alamo. They're good for remembering, except when it comes to something that they did. When it comes to something that they did, an offense they did, oh man, forget about that. We saw that in the first book of Maccabees when we went over the Feast of Dedication. And we're going to see that again tonight in the scriptures, in the story that we go over. They want us to forget. They want to sit up here and treat us like scum, treat us like the bottom, walk over us, unalive us, grape our people. You know what I'm saying? Do everything, demonic under the sun to us, and then turn around and be like, hey man, come on, let's break bread. It's all good. Come on, man. We folk. I ain't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just play it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Let's join hands. Sing. You like Kumbaya, right? You know the words of that? Let's do Kumbaya. We can do this campfire and we could walk around in a circle and everything like that, and everything be all gravy. We could be one nation under God. Slaki, go ahead, priest.
And Salaki Adawan, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking on remembering, if they find out or if they hear that somebody is still a Nazi, they will
right.
They will hunt you down. And also and also they still asking Cuba to send them back that Shanana Shakir. She escaped out of one of the prisons in America back in I don't know, it may have been the 70s or the 80s.
Right.
But she's a Afeni Shakir's sister, if I'm not mistaken. And and the Panthers, they broke her out of jail, and they shipped her to Cuba, and she got away. So they still got a vendetta, to where America, they still want her back. They still want to put her back in incarceration.
Right. After all this time and after all that distance she done put between herself, they still remember.
Khan, sir.
They still want that brought back. And even going to their independence, the 4th of July every year. That was in 1776. They still remembering that.
Right.
It's a bunch of stuff that they want to remember. But we're supposed to have amnesia. We're supposed to have this short-term memory. All right. But here in the ISUPK, we understand that the Lord wants us to remember. Not wants us to remember, but wants us to keep this throughout our generations.
All
right. So throughout our generations, this isn't just, I tell it to my son. No, it has to keep on going. On and on and on and on. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. And that's where we have to strengthen ourselves. That's how we have to train up our child, which the way they will go. And that's going to be a very heavy point of what we get into tonight. If you would get the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1, Baba Kasha. Right?
Sir.
Because if you were here for the feast dedication, we read about a very honorable brother named Mattathias. He trained up his sons in the way which they should go. All right. And from that, his oldest, Judas Maccabeus, he made a big difference in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because his father showed him which way he should go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the heavy point that we have to understand. I remember hearing from the generals when I was a young man coming into here, it's like, you have to understand, you might not be here because of you, but because of who your son may be. And that really hit home to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I have hope and pray that my son will be someone. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that I can have that prayer is if I train him up under the law, statutes, and commandments. If I raise him up under the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. Because I've seen what has become of me. You know what I'm saying? So now seeing that from a young age, we can train these children up, that's a beautiful thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's something heavy. I have a few other brothers here in the ATL Atlanta camp as well that has young sons the same age as mine.
Uh-huh.
And they now have clicked up and they grow together. And I love every single time I see them get together. You know what I'm saying? And just the other day, they were running around and I was up here like, man, I wish I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because now they're growing up with real brotherhood. They're growing up understanding how to really be a brother to each other. You know what I'm saying? And it starts early. It starts early. So, something as simple as they snatch a toy from each other, or you know, boys get a rough house and they hit too hard, and they come up here, one may tattletale like, he did such to me, and then you know, my son Kylo, he be the main one, be like, but I said sorry. I said sorry. And he's not understanding, like, why is he still upset when I, you know what I'm saying, said sorry? But you know what I'm saying? But that's part of the teaching thing, because now we come up here and be like, hey, did he say sorry? Yep, he did. All right. Did he mean it? Yes. So now you have to hear your brother out. You understand that, yeah, you offended your brother. You hurt your brother. All right. And you apologize for it. So now there's no need for you to carry it any further. Go ahead and accept your brother's apology and let that be it. So it's those small lessons that, you know, start getting learned. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up under the truth. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're going to get into a heavy story so we can remember these times of old. So we can remember exactly, you know, how our oppressor moves. You know what I'm saying? All right. So go ahead and start reading for me, Bob Shaw.
Come, sir. Second Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
Man, so here it is. We have a mother and 7 of her sons that were taken captive and forced to eat swine's flesh. So now we understand, because it says right here, against the law. It is against the law to eat pork. It's against the law to eat swine. All right, but this is something they were trying to force on them. Go ahead and read.
Come, sir. And were tormented with scourges and whips.
So now understand, just like, you know, my other one says, the more things change, the more things stay the same. The oppressor will try to beat it into you. That's nothing different. We see this all the way back in the book of Maccabees in our ancient days. And then I'm sure you've seen, you know, roots. We say, what's your name? Kunta. That's them whips. What's your name? Kunta. That's what they're going to do. That's what they've been doing. Ain't nothing changed. This is their method. This is how they're going to do. So they started beating them with scourges and whips because they didn't say or didn't do what they wanted them to do. Go ahead and read, Baba Kasha.
Come, sir. Verse 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die.
So we had one soldier jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? He was like, put his chest out. Hey man, what you want? We about that business. We ready to die. Like, we're not finna break the law. We're not finna do what you said. So I'm first one up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give these ages, or they didn't give, you know what I'm saying, the order of age, but this sounds like some Big Brother type stuff. It sounds like Big Brother, you know, stepping out. Like, hey man, we ain't doing that. Like, no, we about the Lord's business. We about the Lord's work. So go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, we ready to die. We already see you beating us and everything like that. You might as well get it over with. All right. Go ahead and read, Baba Shaw.
Come, sir. We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
We'll rather die than to disobey the law of our father, the law that our fathers taught us. All right. Because we just read in Deuteronomy about following our father, listening to the elders. So they were taught right. They were raised up in the way that a child should go. So by them being raised up in the way that a child should go, they're holding fast to it. They're staying fast to it. You know what I'm saying? This Bible is heavy. It's a river. We see the precepts. Everything that we see that these these brothers are going to go through, we know and can back up in scripture of why they're holding fast to it.
Yeah.
And why they're standing on business. Go ahead and read, Baba Shaw.
Sir. Verse 3. Then the king, being enraged, commanded.
Oh, he hot. He hot. Go ahead.
Commanded pans, and cauldrons to be made hot.
So what's this? What's happening right here? It says the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot. What did the king give the order to do? I'll take modern day terms if you like.
To boil some hot water out of one. Is that what's about to transpire?
Yeah, I'll take that. Modern day terms. He told him preheat the oven.
Okay.
Preheat the oven. We about to start cooking. So you sat up here. You thought Hansel and Gretel was just a fairy tale. You thought Hansel and Gretel was just something that was made up. No, this is real life wickedness that these oppressors do.
Yeah.
They sit up here and tell you these fairy tales, and you think that it's just something made up. No, this is how they get down. He commanded, because a cauldron is a big pot.
Okay.
Right? So we got the pans and we got these big old cauldrons. So you know what I'm saying? You're right, Halak. Is you started boiling this water. It's full of cauldron. All right, go ahead and read, Baba Shaw.
Like a kettle out of wine.
Right, come.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, so you may be familiar with, like, when you talk about witches' cauldrons. Same thing. Yep.
Okay. The water, sir.
No sweat.
Verse 4. Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
He spake first, so he said cut off his tongue. You're like, oh, so since you're so proud and so boastful coming up here, they cut his tongue off. All right. That's a wicked deed. Go ahead and keep reading.
And to cut off the uttermost parts of his
body. Utmost. Mm-hmm.
The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
So they cut off the utmost members of his body, while his brethren, his brothers, and his mother watched. All right, go ahead and keep reading.
Verse 5. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members.
So he's maimed in all his members. All right, the members, those are the hands. Those hands, feet. We just talked about, you know what I'm saying, Kunta Kinte. You know what I'm saying, how they maimed him. So I said, the more things change, more things stay the same. Kunta Kinte started running. What did they do? They maimed him. They took his foot off.
Right.
This is what was happening right here. They started cutting off hands. They started cutting off feet. All right, that's his utmost members. All right, so he's now maimed. Maimed means, you know what I'm saying, you straight take them off. All right, go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shaw.
He commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire.
Go ahead.
And to be fried in the pan.
I told you, this is real life Hansel and Gretel. So he's alive. They didn't unalive him first and then put him to the heat. It's why he was still alive.
Yeah.
And understand it was strategic. That's why, you know what I'm saying, they didn't do an action that's going to, you know, take his life instantly. It's just a maim. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up here and cut off, you know what I'm saying, certain members and be okay. But now they sitting up here, they did this, and then they brought him to the pan. Understand that this is the oppressor that we're talking about. Understand that this is why we need to remember what has been done to us. We have to remember the oppressor's wickedness, because it doesn't change. We sit up here and think that, oh no, it's done. No, they don't change. Go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shaw.
Come on, sir. And if I could, out of one real quick,
please.
And this is their way, you know, of not only torturing, you know, the brother, but also breaking the other brothers that's watching the whole thing go down.
Right.
You know,
that very heavy point, a lot, very heavy point. That's exactly, you know what I'm saying, part of the strategy is they're trying to essentially how they did the slave days, buck breaking.
Sir.
So just how they did buck breaking before in the slave days, they'll get the strongest, manliest, most masculine, you know what I'm saying, slave, and, you know, grape him. That's exactly what they were doing, because they're trying to show that, hey, we're going to do this to your strongest. So just, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, is he was the first one to speak up. So, oh, you're the first one to speak up, because usually the first one to speak up, that's your strong one. That's, you know what I'm saying, the one that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, the most virile, most, you know what I'm saying, not virile, slag it. Wrong word on that one. He's going to be the most fervent. Yeah, there we go. Hey, I told you I went to towers, man. It's all right. Well, anyway, that's going to be the one that's, you know what I'm saying, really strong. And they are trying to break him now. All right. So very heavy point. A lot. That's exactly what they're just trying to do. Is they're trying to set an example.
Come.
All right. Go ahead and keep reading, Baba Shah.
Come, sir. Verse 5. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan.
Right.
And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed.
All right. So what does that mean right there? As far as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed. What does that mean?
Oh, Salaki Adawan.
Talk to me.
Does that mean that the like the smoke from the pan, you know, had began to you know, go throughout the area? Or
right, exactly. Okay. Just how, you know what I'm saying, your grandma in the kitchen cooking up that good stew. That stew kicks up that vapor, and it starts going throughout the house. Okay. So that means that they could smell their brother cooking. Their brother is up there cooking, and they can smell that, because that vapor has dispersed. It's going all around. So just how they smell, you know what I'm saying, that good stew, that steak cooking, they smell their brother cooking. All right, go ahead and read, Baba Shah.
Khan, sir. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus.
So what does exhorted mean?
Salaki Adawan.
Talk to me.
Would that be to encourage?
Damn right. That's what it is. Strongly encourage. All right. Definition says strongly encourage, to urge. Okay. All right. So you have to understand, they're smelling their brother, and she's smelling her son cook. And what does she do?
They exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully.
They encouraged it. He said he wasn't going to eat pork. They cut off his tongue, they cut off the members, and they put him in a frying pan. And now he's cooking. And what do? Let's go. Hey, man, do it like a soldier. Do it manfully. Stand up. Let's get it. That's what they're doing. This is a mother seeing her son like that.
Right.
This is a brother these are brothers seeing their brother do this. And they said, let's get it. Go ahead and keep reading.
Come. We need more mothers like that today.
I'm trying to tell you, you're damn right.
You're
damn right. We need more mothers to train up their children in this way, in this manner, to stand fast to the laws of the Most High, to encourage them, just how, you know what I'm saying, they encourage them to do all this other stuff. Back them on that. Encourage them to be a man of God.
Come, sir.
Go in the read, Baba Shaw.
Come. Verse 6. The Lord God, the Most High God, looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
Right. So that means you take glory, you take honor in serving the Lord. Because this is what's going on. They're following the Lord. They're standing up for the Lord. There's solitude in that. That's comfort in that. All right. Go ahead and keep reading.
Come, sir. Salaki Adawan.
Talk to me.
You know, some people may say to themselves, how could there be comfort in that brother and he boiling or he being fried in the pan? Well,
right.
For people that's never been in a tragedy, you know, or like a bad accident, sometimes if you're on the outside and you seeing the whole thing go down, it looked like that person is in a whole lot of pain. But the Lord can have the trauma of the whole incident shut down your own to where you don't even feel no pain. And if you survive it, when you wake up in the hospital, that's when you that's when you soar. That's when you start feeling the pain. But when the thing happened or when you got shot, you didn't feel no pain at all. You know, so I just wanted to say that, you know, the Lord has the power, you know, to comfort you, you know, in times of trouble, you know. So right. Yeah, very, very heavy point. Very heavy point. And like you said, that's something that Christianity doesn't realize. They're just gonna sit up here and look at like, oh, what a tragic time. But no, they look at this, it's like this is glorious. This is our time to show the zeal and you know what I'm saying, the dedication we have to our God. This isn't a tragedy. This is a privilege. This is an honor. This is something glorious we can do for our Lord. And not only for our Lord, but for our brothers. Because who is looking at us? Our brothers. In the grand scheme of things, we're seeing this story. So they were able to stand glorious. So now others can see how to stand strong. Because you sit up here and you have a problem of, you know what I'm saying, not eating, you have a problem of, you know what I'm saying, not celebrating Christmas. Because 'tis the season, you know what I'm saying? So you got a problem with not celebrating Christmas and you think that's a problem. But we see what's going on here and we see the type of sacrifices they were able to make and what they were going through. All right, go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shaw. Come, verse 7. So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
Right.
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him.
They did what?
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair.
What does this sound like? Sounds like scalping.
Come.
So we're reading this back then, but What verse were you just at, Halak?
Couple concerts, verse 7.
Verse 7. Mm-hmm. So this is scalping. So the funny thing is our Gad and Reuben and Reuben, you know, them brothers, they sit up here and they know this all too familiar because this is something that has been portrayed on them.
Yeah.
Of like, oh yeah, these savages scalp people, and they were doing this. Who do we see scalping? We see them doing it. This is something that they did back in the book of the second Maccabees. All right, our oppressor is scalping, but they're going to sit up here and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, our Native American brothers and sisters were evil and doing this, but yet they were doing that to our Native American brothers and sisters.
That's right.
All right, go ahead and keep reading.
Come. They asked him, Will thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? So this he's saying, you know, after they had scalped the brother, are they saying Are they saying, okay, we're gonna give you one last chance to eat the swine?
Right. That's exactly what they're saying. They're like, hey, we done scout you. You gonna eat? You want it now? Because understand that when you get scalped, you're still alive. Just how when the first brother had his members cut off, he was still alive. So that's what it is. So they're slowly trying to chip away at him. They're slowly trying to break him down. So now they're up here like, hey, now are you going to eat? You hungry now? That hog maw look a little good now, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That pork chop look like it can be chopping now. All right, go ahead, get you some. A little hot sauce make it feel good, make it taste good. It's like, sir.
Very, very, very point that you bring out. And it just shows just how evil all oppressor is. So evil, and also so without compassion. You understand? Like,
Come.
They just mutilated one brother slowly in front of everybody. And now they're on to the next victim.
Right.
And then their only question is, do you want to eat?
Right.
Food that you by your laws are not supposed to eat. That's the only thing they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just so, like I said, just so evil of them. You understand? It's so great that you would bring this kind of story out. So this is the kind of story that is never taught in church. This is kind of concept Christianity cannot connect with. You understand? Because as a Christian will compromise.
Right.
Christian will compromise, and then will say, well, it's okay because God will forgive.
Right.
I understand. He knows my heart.
Right.
You understand? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the title of this class, One of Us Till the Death. You understand? Because we're showing how to be a brother. You understand? How to be respectful, how to be loyal to one another, and ultimately the Most High God. Because also just think, with this next brother who is being scalped, and the oppressors are talking to him, how good of it would have been for that brother to finally eat that swine after he saw his brother mutilated like that?
Right.
His brother's death would have been a mock.
Right.
And it would have been.
And
that's what the oppressor was trying to do. The oppressor was trying to make you put everybody else's life in jeopardy for nothing.
Right.
That's ultimately their goal. We have to show them that's what's so glorious about the story, because we're showing the oppressor that we cannot be bought. We don't have a price.
Right.
We owe our loyalty and our lives.
Hey, very heavy point, Ottawa. Very, very heavy point, because if I may piggyback on two things that you said there, is the one, you won't hear this in the Christian church because, like you said, the pastor will compromise. You're passing the Christian church. They will compromise. They'll go ahead and be like, yeah, well, I'm going to get this bite. I'm going to pop it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just a strip of bacon. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Lord will forgive me. You know what I'm saying? And like the priest just said, they would have ate it anyway, because the law is done away with. So they would have ate it. They would have eaten it regardless. All right. And then the other part about this is this story is layered with the spirit of Christ in so many ways. And that's one of them, because understand that, you know what I'm saying? Those that sin, you know what I'm saying, willfully, they hold Christ to an open shame. So that's the same thing that's going on right now. If I were to sit up here, if this brother was to sit up here and eat that pork after his brother was just unalived, he just put his brother to an open shame. He just shamed his brother. So we're seeing the layers of them being Christ-like. And this is before Christ, but they had the law. And that's why Christians, pastor, will not teach this, because they don't understand that Christ followed the law. Christ was about the law. So with Christ being about the law and being about, you know what I'm saying, his father's business, that's part of what this is. So you're not going to sit up here and because Christ, you know what I'm saying, died, now I can do this. No, it does not mean that. Just like this second brother saw that his brother died, and he saw that, no, I still can't do this. If I do this, I hold my brother to an open shame. I sit up here and I, you know what I'm saying, pretty much give a slap in the face for the bravery and the glory and the honor that he just stood for.
That's right.
And that is not brotherhood. That's cowardice, if that's a word. Maybe a word today. Cowardice. There we go. I told y'all, man, I went to public school, man. You know what I'm saying? It would be cowardice to do such a thing. All right. We learned this in the Hebrew Academy. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here and you see your brother go through something and you're not willing to go through it. Well, come on, man. Don't be a sucker. That's at least on my behalf. And I know, you know what I'm saying, my brother on the screen right now, Halak Ahmad, he understands this. Halak Ahmad understands this. Is that, oh, y'all going through this? I'm going to go through this.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how far he had to drive coming from Albany to Atlanta. It doesn't matter, goddamn, his condition. It doesn't matter anything that he has to go through. He saw that his brothers were going through this. I'm going to go through it too.
Damn right.
Just like my other brothers in Hebrew Academy. We saw that the men above us went through this. We going to do it too.
That's right.
Keep the party going. All right. That's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Here in the, you know, the black community, you always talk about solidarity. You don't know a damn thing about solidarity. We're seeing solidarity right here in these scriptures. Go ahead and keep on reading, Bob Gashaw.
Come on, sir. Let's see. I believe we're at verse 8.
Come
on. Second Maccabees, chapter 8. No, Salakia, chapter 7 and verse 8.
Well, Slack, if I may, let's go back to verse 7, the bottom of verse 7, when it says, wilt thou eat? That's where you made your heavy point right there. It's like, hey, wilt thou eat?
Okay, come on, sir. Will thou eat before thou be punished? Salakia. Will thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?
Right. So that's exactly what we just brought up. It's like, hey, are you going to eat it, or are you going to see the same fate as your brother? Exactly what we just went over. All right. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Verse 8. But he answered in his own language and said, La'ah. No.
Hey, clap that up right there. Clap that up. Get on there. Hey, you went there before I even had to go there. That's my priest and prophet right there. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And what Say it again in the mic for me, Bobby Shaw. One. If say what you just said one more time, because I understand this. He sat up here and said in his own language. Now, if you're reading along with us, you'll see N-O. But he said it in his own language. His own language was La'ah, right? As the priest and prophet just said. Why did he say it like that, sir?
Because things uttered in their original tongue has more power.
So he said with his chest. He said it with the power. He's not going to say it where you understand it. He's going to say it where it has that power. So he said La'ah. He cried aloud. He said vocally. He was a manly about it. We keep on seeing, and we're going to keep on seeing that they're doing this stuff in a manly way. They standing on business. They 10-toed down. So he set up and said, La'ah. Shout out to prison prophet Gakawan. La'ah. You know what I'm saying? He drag it out to make it be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, La'ah. That's like a hell no. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go keep on reading, Baba Shaw.
Khan, sir. Verse 8. But he answered, Salaki, I read that. Oh, here we go. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did.
He got the same punishment that his brother did, the same torment that his brother did. He just went through exactly the same thing that his brother did, even though he saw that in real time with his own eyes. I'm still going to take that on. Y'all don't know what brotherhood is about until you read these scriptures. Go ahead and keep on reading.
Khan. Verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp.
At his last gasp. That's his last breath of air. Read.
Khan. He said, Thou, like a fury, taketh us out of this present life. But the king of this world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.
It shows right here, they knew the truth. They knew the truth then. All right. They knew who the king of this world was. You know what I'm saying? You got anything else to add to this, Halak?
Salak Adawan, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can be heard.
Could I read that again, Baba Kasha?
Hey, let's do it.
Khan. Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou, like a fury, taketh us out of this present life. But the king of this world shall raise us up.
Right.
Who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. Okay. Is he saying, if I got a question, I don't want if I could.
Please.
Is he saying you may kill my body, but the king of this world, which is the Most High, is going to raise us up, us who have died for his laws.
Right. That's exactly what it's saying. All right. And we're going to find this a little bit later on in this chapter, but it's definitely a precept that can back that up. All right. Because that's the thing, is we are not to fear man. All right. So I'm sure Officer Napash Rai will be able to get that precept for us by the time we get to the next brother. About don't fear who can take your Yeah, you know it. But yeah, but very heavy point. A lot. Yes, that's exactly what it is. All right, go ahead and keep on reading.
Come, sir. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
After him was the third made a mocking stock.
So now we're on the third one, and they're mocking him. They're laughing at him. Go ahead and keep reading.
I don't want, if I could.
Please.
So that's how when they torture us like that and give us and put us to death in such a humiliating way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they consider that. That's what they call that a mocking stock. You know, like because I guess if that's what they're calling the way they put these brothers to death, a mocking stock, then they pretty much would call the way they put Christ to death a mocking stock also.
Right. Yeah.
And every other brother that they hang, even to this day that they hang from a tree.
Con, and very heavy point, especially what you meant on the latter part, because understand that the word picnic, that comes from pick a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's where they got picnic from. So they would sit up here and they would pick a brother to hang, and while he's hanging, what do they have? They have their lunch and their sheets and everything, and they make a show out of it.
Come.
That's something that they did. So they were making a mockery of who they were unaliving. They're sitting up here having a good time with it. Sorry, sir. Gakwan said, coming to the door, sir.
You're so right, Adwan.
But yeah, so that's exactly. Now you right, priest. That's exactly what it is. Is they were making, you know what I'm saying, a mockery of him. They'll be like, look at that dumb nigga. Yeah. Look at him. He think he's finna live too. Oh, he don't want to eat the pork either. Man, we about to get him. Crazy, man. Let's go ahead and let's do it too. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they were doing. They were making a mockery of him because he's standing on business. But they're trying to make fun of him. They're trying to make, you know what I'm saying, light of his situation. Same thing they did with the picnics. You know what I'm saying? They're going to sit up here and hang our brothers and sisters. Yes, All right. But yeah, very, very heavy point, priest. You got anything else?
One last thing, Adawan.
Talk to me.
For them to behave that way, it's almost as if they don't believe that they're ever going to get a judgment.
Hey, heavy point. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Hold tight on that for 1 second, Baba Shah. But that's exactly what we about to get to. Let's go and keep on reading.
Come, sir. Come. Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock.
No.
And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully.
Yo, listen. I'm not gonna hold you. I do kind of do this on purpose. I try to pick these gangster scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, you want to hear about a gangster? You want to hear some gangster stories? Open up the scriptures. Right? How gangster is that? This is what brother are we on now? Because there's 7 of them. What number are we on right now? Hello, help me out.
The third, sir.
We on the third. So he's seen 2 of his brothers be unalived.
Mm-hmm.
The first one he saw, because he spoke first, saw his tongue being cut out and saw the members being cut off. So what does he do?
Right.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Let's get over with. Let's do it. manfully, like a soldier. Hey man, I already know what y'all about. That's all y'all finna do. That's all y'all get. Come on, let's get it. That's gangster, bro. Because you got to sit up here and understand is that the modern day gangsters you look up to, these what was it, Young Thug and what was the other cat? Young Gunner, Sawada, sir, and Gunner, they sit up here. You gonna get 20 years. Oh yeah. They are a gang. I didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, I saw this, I saw that. They gonna rat on you, bro. They gonna sing like a stool pigeon. They gonna start because they're not righteous. As soon as they see any type of demise coming towards their way, they're giving it up. They gapping their gums. We've seen this as brothers in the world. You know what I'm saying? You come across some situation, bro. Dang, bro, yo, daddy. All they gave you was a cheeseburger, and you started talking. You know what I'm saying? With that Coke next to him, you said with that Coke. Oh, he got a Coke in the interrogation room. He talking. He talking. They done gave him a poke. He talking. Yep. You know, you can't even smoke in that interrogation room, but they done gave him a poke. So yeah, you know he talking. We'll see that even before then. We'll see that, you know what I'm saying, in elementary school, high school. You know what I'm saying? You do something, they got your partner in the principal's office and like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not living righteously, because you don't know what real brotherhood is. Right. So you're sitting up here going off of this and you start singing real quick. You're not willing to go through what your brother went through, even though you did what your brother did. So right here in this same story, you're doing exactly what your brother did. Right. So take the same punishment that your brother took. Yeah, right. But it's not righteous, so you can't stand by it. So you running these streets, you can't stand by it because it's not righteous. But if you're following the righteous way of the Most High, then you can stand by that. Right.
That's right.
Oh, they did what the halak? Come on. What you want to do to me? Do the same thing. You did what the guy want? Hey, come on. Let me get it. Go ahead and keep on reading, Bible Show.
I'll be back.
All to him. Hey, we definitely about to see that a lot in this one. Let's get it. Let's get it, priest.
Come on, sir. Verse 11. And said, courage. Should I read verse 10 again, Bible Kashar?
Yeah, let's start from the top.
Come on. Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully.
Take them.
Verse 11. And said courageously, these I had from heaven. And for his laws, I despised them.
That's heavy. I told you, it's some gangster words in here. It's some gangster actions. I've had these from heaven, from birth. But for his law, I despise them. I don't want these. If these cause me to break his law, I don't want them.
That's right.
Who has a precept on that? I'm gonna wait a second.
Come on, sir. I got the precept. I don't want.
Tell me, priest.
Can I paraphrase?
Yeah, I'll take a paraphrase. Let's get it.
If one of your members calls you to sin, cut it off.
That eye. Right.
Pluck it out.
If that eye, pluck it out. Line upon line, precept upon precept. All right. This is a direct precept to exactly that. This is something that's precious to you because you understand that you ain't got but two eyes. You know what I'm saying? And then to make it even heavier, it says if your right eye All right. So understand that, the majority of the world is right-handed. You know what I'm saying? Salaki to my wrong-handed people, but that's what it is. Yeah, shout out to Gakawan, you know what I'm saying? And my mama and my brother, you know what I'm saying? But they wrong-handed, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so with my right-handed people, understand that with the eyes, just how you have a stronger hand, you have a dominant eye. So just how majority of people, like I said, are right-handed, if you're right-handed, majority of your right eye dominant. So even though you have two eyes, one eye is more dominant than the other. So chances are your right eye is more dominant. But scripture says if your right eye offends you, pluck it out. So that means that you're plucking out your strongest eye. That means you don't care about anything else but this law. This law is what comes first. Because the heavens gave you that eye. The heavens gave you these members.
Yeah.
I can get that back. All right. Don't sit up here and be, you know what I'm saying, too prideful to think that, oh, no, this is mine. You know what I'm saying? I made this. And we're going to see this later on, too. Very heavy point. Go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Sure. Did you have something else on that?
Sir.
All right, let's go and keep going.
Come on, sir. These, verse 11, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. And from him I hope to receive them again.
There we go. I hope to receive them again. So we're going to see reincarnation a few times in this story. This is the first little part that we're starting to see it. Because we're going to see it again. You know what I'm saying? This is this life. I can see these hands again.
Yeah.
Don't think that you have the power to take my hands and then, you know what I'm saying, I won't come back and have hands. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead and keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 12. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage.
Yo, they marveled at the courage. They was up here like, man, this is soldier. We done did all this stuff right in front of him and he's still going. They marveled at it. They're not used to seeing this type of stuff. The world's not used to seeing men of the ISUPK. Understand, they marvel at our courage. All right, go ahead and keep on reading.
Come on, for that he nothing regarded the pains.
Hey man, pain ain't nothing but a thing. Keep reading.
Come on, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Now when Salaki, I don't want. I gotta say this. I don't want.
Talk to me.
In Hebrew Academy, we taught how to have pain and still do what you got to do. You know,
right?
Still run, still continue, still
right.
Finish the task. You know, no matter how uncomfortable you may be.
Damn right. Damn right. And you know, we was uncomfortable a lot.
Come.
You know that. Shout out to Officer Akaz and Yarrow, who made us very uncomfortable a lot and showed us how to deal with that pain. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Heavy point.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner.
So now we're on the fourth one. Same way. It's 7 of them. We're 4 deep. We're not 4 deep into them, and they still doing the same thing. Go ahead and keep reading, Baba Shaw.
Come. Verse 14. Mm-hmm. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, "It is good being put to death by men. To look for hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
You want to break that down?
I'll give it a shot, Adwan.
Talk to me. Let's see what you get.
So, just the whole precept or just the last part?
Give me what you get.
Come on. I'll read it from the top, verse 14. So when he was ready to die, he said this: it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him. So basically, man can kill the body, but they can't kill the soul. The Most High can put your soul into a new body. And he says, as for thee, meaning he was talking to the oppressor, right? Thou shalt have no resurrection to life. Right. Meaning it's not saying that he's not going to be resurrected, but his resurrection, because and I believe it's in the Old Testament, it says, I said before you life or death, choose life. Meaning if we keep the commandments, we're gonna have a good life, basically. But if we disobey the commandments, we're gonna have a hard life. So when it says, thou shalt have no resurrection to life, he's gonna be resurrected, but not to life, meaning because life that would be a good life, he's gonna be resurrected to death, meaning hardship, bondage.
All right, so
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so you're almost on it. So on the first part, you were hitting it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not to fear those that can take life from us.
Okay.
You know we know who holds the keys. You know what I'm saying? That's Christ. Christ holds those keys. We're not worried about man. All right. But for the second part, for the last part, which says, thou shalt have no resurrection to life, you have to understand that this is talking about the oppressor. All right. So the oppressor didn't receive the law. All right. So there's nothing that the oppressor could do to choose life or death, as you stated. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor doesn't have that choice to choose life or death. You know what I'm saying? Because that life is, following the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? What this is saying, this is pretty much like you're going to get your just due. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? For you're going to sit up here and do this right now, because the thing is, you have to realize why at this point, and even at every point, you know what I'm saying? Why are these people in captivity?
Why are our ancestors in captivity at this time?
Right.
Because they broke the commandments.
Exactly. They broke the commandments. So even though we have these people right now, because this is similar to like how you have the good white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, some good white folks that do what they got to do and everything like that. But the Most High judges as a nation. So right now, that's what's going on is these brothers and mother, they're doing what they need to because there's some good black folks or some good Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's the nation as a whole of why they're being punished like this. All right. Okay. So now we have to look at the other end of now the oppressor, because did Pharaoh get this power because of what he did? Or did the Most High give that power to him?
The Most High gave that power to him.
Right. The Most High gave him the power to him. So it's the same thing here. Is the Most High gave this power to Antiochus because of what we were doing. So this is one of those things like, hey, no sweat.
I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm gonna receive, and you're gonna get what you get. All right. So I know there's not going to be a resurrection of life for you. It's not going to be anything good for you. All right. So going forward, and because you know what I'm saying, we're still speaking in the spirit of reincarnation. So it's like, hey, enjoy it while you can. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get what you get. So that's more so what this is speaking of here. Is like, hey, there ain't gonna be nothing good for you after this. So enjoy it while you can.
Come.
All right. All right, go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shaw.
Come, sir. Verse 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also. And
now we're on the fifth. 1/4. Slaki, go ahead. Slaki, one second, we got a question or comment in the room.
Yeah, Salaki, if I may.
Baba Shaw.
What you were saying was heavy. I just had to get the sauce off my hands before I got the mic. Salaki.
Hey, I understand, man. We in here eating good. Clap that up. You know what I'm saying? They say we supposed to light these candles and bring stuff good into the temple. You know what I'm saying? Bring stuff good into here. They get it.
But Salaki, Zariah was asked answer that he gave to this question. Whenever an oppressor or Christian would because of the shape, they gotta keep snaking down.
Like I said, I buy another one.
Yeah.
Slaki, priest, go ahead, Baba Shaw.
Yeah, Slaki. And whenever he would be asked, okay, so if the Most High is only for Israel, then, and you're saying for Israelites to do right and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, so they can be great and this and that and the third. So what would you say to the white people? What would you say to them? And he was like, well, I tell them to live it up.
Enjoy it while you can. Come.
Hey, man,
right.
Beach, buy a penthouse.
Right.
All what you can now.
Right.
We know there's no resurrection of life for you.
Right.
It's a lot.
Nah, very heavy point. Clap it up. All right. That's exactly what it is. Like, live it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. Is like right now, because this here was the Greek captivity. The Greeks had it bad after this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff didn't go good after that because our next captivity was the Roman Empire. So they lifted up and then they were conquered. You know what I'm saying? Like they were wiped out. So that's the thing about it. Like you have to understand is like go ahead and live it up. There's nothing else that you're going to be able to come back in this world and do. Israel are the only ones that will be in a low state in captivity and then still have that chance to become set upon high. Everybody else is like you're playing your part. The Most High is using you how he wants to use you. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh had his time, gone. You know what I'm saying? We've gone through all of this. You know what I'm saying? So the Syrians had their time, you out of here. Babylonians had their time, you out of here. Greeks, you had your time, you out of here. Rome, you had your time, you up out of here. America, you live it up. Enjoy it, Trump. Enjoy it, KKK. Live it up. Because you're going to get up out of here. All right. Let's keep it going, Halak.
I don't want and that's a heavy point. I don't want was saying because recently Donald Trump he was asked whether or not he believed in heaven or not, and he said my heaven is right here on earth.
Right. And he couldn't be no writer. If I ever agreed with a Donald Trump statement before, I agree with that one. His heaven is right here on earth. That's damn right. That's where he is seeing heaven, right here. Other than that, there ain't nothing for him. And it's only a temporary state.
Come, sir.
Trooper, and big shout out to, let me say on my chest, Trooper Naquan Yala. You know, let's clap it up for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that's a warrior that has come in here and he has done his thing. He done his 90 days and rightfully so has earned his name. So big shout out to you. But he says they better enjoy America while they can. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Hey, no slacking needed on that one. That's damn right. Very well done, Trooper. All right, let's get it. Halak.
Come, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Of 2 Maccabees chapter 7.
Right.
Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him.
Mm-hmm. They did the same thing to him. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 16. Then looked he unto the king and said, so he was still looking up after his members was cut off, like you said earlier.
Right.
He wasn't dead,
Right.
Come. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of God.
Right. So that was a heavy point. It's like, did we have that precept? The kings to heaven, the keys to hell. No sweat. But yeah, but that's what we see right here is that he looked to the king after he been dismembered, and like I said, this is a gangster story because he's still talking noise. You know what I'm saying? He's had his members, you know what I'm saying, chopped off. He's been, you know what I'm saying, mangled. He's been mangled, and he's still sitting up here like, hey man, you know you still ain't nothing. What we saying? Man, you ain't you know that you don't control nothing. You think this is you? You ain't did nothing. You a small piece of the pie. You ain't nothing but a puppet. You know what I'm saying? Dangling on strings, man. You're doing what's being told to you to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and keep on reading.
Come,
take time. We're gonna get through it. We could always bring that one up anytime. I ain't gonna hold you.
Come, sir. Verse 17. But abide a while, and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed.
Ooh. Hey, let's get a precept for that. I got too many priests in the room, but we can't get a precept for that. Too many priests in the room not to get a precept for that. Read that again from the top, Baba Kasha.
Come, verse 17. But abide a while, and behold his power, his great power.
Behold a while. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have his power. So go ahead and like we said before, enjoy it. But read.
Come. And behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed.
He's going to torment thee and thy seed.
Right.
Talk to me, priest.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare slaughter.
Talk to me.
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare slaughter. Read.
For his children.
For his children. Prepare slaughter for his children. This is the torment that's going to come to his children. Why? Read.
For the iniquities of their fathers.
For the iniquities of thy fathers. What you got?
I'm gonna have another one, sir.
Hey, precept upon precept, let's get it.
Salaki, sir.
Pass on the mic, Barbara Shaw.
Oh, yeah, select.
Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13.
Talk to me.
Oh, wait. One second. Select.
No, we're gonna get up on the screen. They what I'm saying, like line upon line, precept upon precept. ISUPK, we're not gonna sit up and just say one thing and be like, yeah, this is what we say. The Bible says it plenty times.
Come on.
Talk to me.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Hey, there it is. Nah, Slack, go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
There we go. So this brother right here, he had that patience. He had that faith of the saints. Because he's up here like, look, fool, your folks finna get it. I can be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand that the Most High is a just God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is line upon line, precept upon precept right here. So what he's speaking right here just spoke to what both of these pulled precepts on. That's why you can't sit up here and listen to, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor and be like, hey, man, slavery was so long ago. Why you worried about that? It's done and over with. Oh, okay. Nah, you still got to pay that price. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Pay what you owe. You know what I'm saying? Because you led into captivity with the sword. So how are you going to get dealt with? By the sword. That's all it is. All right, let's go ahead and keep on reading a lot. Let's go ahead and try to get through this last little bit while we got time.
Comic Con, sir. Let's see. Comic Con, verse 18. After him also, they brought the sixth.
Now we on number 6. Understand, we still got one more brother to go. They on the 6th one. Let's go ahead and keep on reading.
Comic Con, sir. Who being ready to die?
Who's what?
Who being ready to die?
He ain't ready.
Who being ready to die?
He's scared.
Who being ready to die?
He is ready to die after seeing 5 of his brothers unalived.
Yeah.
He's ready. Read, Baba Shaw.
Comic Con said, be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our God. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us.
So just for the sake of time, that's what we went over earlier. All right. Be not deceived without cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves. All right. That's what we just went over before. Why are we in captivity?
Because we broke the commandments.
We broke the commandments. We ain't doing what we're supposed to do. So this is him. Like, these brothers is gangster. Understand that this is them popping off at the mouth. This is them talking noise. You know what I'm saying? Man, I want to cuss so bad. What? Oh, this is them talking sugar honey iced tea. You know what I'm saying? To the oppressor.
Right.
It's like, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you, shawty.
Right.
This ain't got nothing to do. You think you big boss? You ain't doing nothing. We did this to ourselves.
Come on.
The only reason that you're in this place of power is because we messed up. If we ain't messed up, you wouldn't be Nathan. All right? The same. Salaki, go ahead, priest.
Salaki is that whole adage, you ain't beat me, I lost.
Exactly. You ain't beat me, I lost.
Right.
I wasn't on my game.
Right.
I didn't train enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you won.
Yeah, 4 fumbles.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. I didn't have my head. I didn't have my head in the game. I wasn't following the laws. My head wasn't in the game. y'all came out here, y'all were the better team, y'all won because I wasn't on my thing.
Right.
Come.
So don't sit up here and think this got anything to do with you.
Right.
You don't have any power over me. I follow the God of Israel. You have no God. You are a godless nation. My God gave you the power because I'm tripping.
Right.
And that's what he set up here and told him. So don't sit up here and get the big head.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm messing up right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading, Baba Shah.
Come, sir. Verse 19. But think not, thou that taketh in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
So just how Pharaoh got his punishment, don't think that you're going to sit up here and do this and not get punished. You have this power to do this to us, but my God is still a righteous God. Right. He's still finna get you.
Right.
He getting me, but guess what? He's still gonna get you too.
That's
all right. So just how when when we left out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? He gave Pharaoh that power to reign over us, and then he freed us, and then he brought that Red Sea crashing down on Pharaoh and his army. Same thing. You're gonna get yours. So I ain't tripping. My father got my back. Go ahead and keep reading.
Come, sir. Verse 20. But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory.
We gotta remember this, mama.
Right.
This is what it says right here. All right. So shout out to all my sisters in here. We gotta remember this, mama. We gotta remember how she raised her 7 sons. Listen, cause we hear all these stories. You got so many kids, isn't it? Raise them right. I don't care how many kids you got, sis. Raise them right. I don't care if you got 1 or if you got 7, like this sister right here. Raise them right. Be honorable, so you can be memorialized and remembered. You know what I'm saying? To be honored on it. Let's go ahead and keep reading, Baba Shah.
Come, sir. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within
she saw 7 sons slain.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't see that, man. You can't see it. You can't fathom that. Yeah. I personally know one mother that saw 2 of her sons slain. We talking about 7. Let's go ahead and read, Baba Shah.
Right, out of one, they a lot of women will curse God.
Right.
If something like that happened.
Right. After one, you know what I'm saying, a weaker mother would, like he said, was curse God.
Come.
Very heavy point. Let's go and keep reading.
Come, sir. For when she saw 7 of her sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage.
Was a good courage. Read.
Because of the hope that she had in the Lord.
The hope that she had in the Lord. The knowledge that her father taught her.
Right.
Going back to the precepts we first opened up in. The reason this mother knew how to have hope and how to have courage is because of the times mentioned before her. It was because of the traditions before her. She understood. She was raised up right.
That's right.
That's how she knew how to raise up her children. All right. And she knew how to raise up her children to be brothers. 7 of them were straight up brothers, were straight up gangsters. They were one west to the death of them. Go ahead and read.
And did not one of them bend the knee out of one.
Not now one. We'll give you a tongue. We'll give you members. We'll give you hands. I ain't gonna bend no knee, but you can take these hands. You can take their tongue. You can boil me. We done seen all this. You could put me in a pan. fried, dyed, lay it to the side, however you want it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go ahead and read, Baba Shaw.
Come on, sir. Verse 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language.
So now we understand what exhorted means. We went over that earlier. All right, exhorted means what?
To strongly encourage.
To strongly encourage. You know what I'm saying? So can you imagine a woman strongly encouraging? She's hollering out, while this is going on. Read, Baba Shaw.
Come on, sir. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them.
And this is the heavy point, because you know what I'm saying, my sisters in here, y'all gotta understand, y'all still gotta remain sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are delicate. We like that delicacy, you know what I'm saying? So she still kept her femininity in this. She still did this in a ladylike manner. You know what I'm saying? But still, she cheered on her sons. So just how you would have your son on that football field when he's scoring that touchdown. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. Get it. Yeah, baby. That's my son. That's my son. That's what she was doing while her sons were being put to death. While her sons were being unalive, that's the same courage and that's the same vigor that she had for her sons. She exhorted her sons the exact same way. That's my baby. Cause we said on after what was it, the first or second one? They smelled it. You smell that? That's my baby. That's him cooking. Think about how heavy that is. I smell my son's flesh cooking. That's my baby doing the work of the Lord, not bending the knee, not coming upon you suckers. That's how I raised him. That's how we run it, man. But yet we have sisters in the world that want to sit up here and be like, oh, well, it's Christmas and I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to upset my child because they're going to go to school and they're going to be the only ones at school without a Christmas gift. And I don't want them to be upset. It's their birthday and I don't want them to be upset because it's their birthday. No. Be a mother like this. Be a mother straight like this and like, no. Like, I understand it's your birthday, but this isn't something that we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't worry about this. This is in our culture. This is in our law. Don't worry about Christmas. Don't sit up here and be sad because you don't have gifts underneath a tree. I give you gifts throughout the year. What you sad for? So like, let's before we run out of time, let's go ahead and keep on going. Halak, we got a few more to get through. Bear with me, Baba Shaw. Let's keep on.
Take you to Wab. I don't want to take your time, sir. Come. And stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach, she said unto them, I cannot tell how you came into my womb. For I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you.
And this is that understanding, you know, because you know our black moms like to say, I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. This is this mom sitting up here saying, like, hey, I ain't bring you into nothing. This wasn't me. Nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I am, and scripture even talks about the woman being the incubator. And she understood that. I am nothing but an incubator. I didn't form these members of you. I didn't give this to you. Go ahead and keep on reading, Mark Shaw.
Come, sir. verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
But doubtless the creator of the world.
The who?
But doubtless the creator of the world.
She gave credit to who the credit belonged to. Go ahead and keep reading.
Kamakan, who formed the generation of man,
mm-hmm.
and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
This is a reincarnation scripture for your Christian pastor that sits up here and talks about, you know what I'm saying, heaven being a magical place that you go to and everything like that. This sits up here right now and lets you know about reincarnation, because he will give you breath and life again. All right. Understand it's a reincarnation scripture. Go ahead and keep reading.
So I don't want, ain't no such thing as YOLO. You only live once.
or polo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Decatur nigga. You know what I'm saying? I believe in polo. Polo players only live once. You know what I'm saying? So to your point, YOLO, you only live once. Not according to scripture.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no one time and you out. That's why they were so, you know what I'm saying, steadfast in what they believe. That's why they sat up here and said, take these members. I despise them because I'll get them again. You can have these. I'm good. I don't have these members this one time. I'm not finna live this one time. I'm not finna play this one time. We can get this again. Very heavy point, priest. Let's keep on.
Come on, sir. Let's see. Come, verse 23. But doubtless, the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
So I would hope a priest has another precept for that. For time's sake, we're going to keep it going. If you can get it, let me get it. You know what I'm saying? But understand that the judgment is held under the sun. I'm giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're looking at. Judgment is held under the sun. All right? That's the same thing that Christ was speaking of when the disciples came to him and be like, why is this man blind? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. All right? Let's go ahead and keep on reading, Baba Shah. Take your time.
Come, sir. Verse 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
You reading KJV?
I'm reading the 1611, sir.
Okay. All right. No sweat. All right. So this is a very heavy point here because we see this in the first book of Maccabees. All right. Where they came to Mattathias, who had that influence, and like, hey, we'll give you these riches. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. We'll make you friends of the king. They're trying to make you a traitor. So at this point, they done unalived all of his brothers. And now it's turning around and be like, hey, listen, we done killed 6 of these niggas. Like, how much you want? what can we buy you off of? You know what I'm saying? What can we give you to now do our bidding? You know what I'm saying? And that's the heavy point right here, because they're trying to do everything in their power to make it be like, hey, do what we want you to do. And they still ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't, you know what I'm saying, finna reach out to it. All right. What you got, Priest? Out of one.
Salakia. This verse, I like this because it shows.
It's heavy.
It shows. It says now Antioch is thinking himself despised because he like they gotta hate me because he's suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, like they're gonna talk against him,
right?
Whilst the youngest was yet alive. So when those boys were alive, he offered them, he told them, and encouraged them. I'll give you all this and all that. I'll give you all this and all that if you listen to me. So this is like, that whole notion of, we can have an okay life here,
right?
Under master,
right?
We can be a house nigga,
right? Same thing as Mattathias. Like, hey, we can make it work for you.
Yeah,
come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Very, very, very heavy point. That's what it is. Like, this ain't finna happen. Like, you can't sit up here and do, like, come on, like, we gonna keep it 100. You gonna sit up here and unalive 6 of our brothers, and then sit up here and talk about, hey man, I give you, you know what I'm saying, $1 million. If you do, you a sucker. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, ain't no soft way to talk about nothing. You a straight sucker. You just unalive my brothers, man. There's nothing you can do for me. You a sucker, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with you. All right. But sorry, let's go ahead and keep on reading. Let's hurry up and get through this, Baba Kashah.
Come, sir. Verse 25.
But
when the young man would in no case hearken unto him,
he ain't listening to him. Let's read.
Come. The king called his mother and exhorted her.
So now the king is trying to beef up the mama. Like, hey, come on, man. Mama, I know, you know what I'm saying, you can get them, talk some sense into them. Let's make it work. Woo. That's stuff. Like, go ahead and keep on reading.
Come, that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
No, go ahead and keep on reading.
Come, sir.
I'm good.
Verse 26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son.
I got you. Like, you reading?
Come. So the king went to the mother and tried to get the mother to convince the son to bend the knee.
Right. Just how in the book of First Maccabees, they went to Mattathias trying to get him to convince the rest of Israel to bend the knee. Go ahead and keep reading.
Come, sir. It's in verse 26. And when he had exhorted her with many words, that many words is equivalent to smooth words.
Right. They try to talk real buttery to him. You know what I'm saying? Slick talk.
Come, sir. She promised him that she would counsel her son. Verse 27. But she bowing herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
Laughed at his ass. Read.
Spake, come, sir. Spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity on me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. Verse 28.
So it's like I'm not as good as, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew as Hadar Moth and, you know what I'm saying, men above me, but she was talking this in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep on going.
Come. Verse 28. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Verse 29. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Do we have that precept? Yeah. Which one you got? Keys.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
No, not second. No, that one. I was talking about keys to heaven and hell with Christ. Yeah. So the precepts of this is let me just make sure, but it's Revelation 1 and 18. You got it? Come on, let's get it. We got it.
Come. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 18. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death. Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter.
Right. So you understand, it's like there's only one that we need to sit up here and look at. It's not man. It is, Yahweh Shah Mashiach under Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That we need to worry about. All right, let's go ahead and keep reading.
Come on, sir. Verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? What you waiting on?
What you waiting on?
I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Right. I ain't listening to you. I'm listening to my father. Read.
Come. Verse 31. And thou that has been the author of all mischiefs against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High.
Go ahead and keep reading.
Come. For we suffer because of our sins.
And that's what we were talking about before. It's like, this is what we did. So the brothers were speaking time and time again what their brothers spoke. So it's like, you can keep on killing us. We're going to keep on saying the same thing.
That's right.
7 of us. I don't care how many times you kill us. We're going to keep on saying the same old thing time and time again. Go ahead and read.
Come. For we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
Right. So sit up here, like, take your correction. You know what I'm saying? And even understand that, you know what I'm saying, your day-to-day walk in ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? If you get, corrected, take it. You know what I'm saying? Take that chastening. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it. I'll take the checking. You know what I'm saying? Take that checking. It's better for you. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this is saying. It's like, hey, we're going to take this checking, we're going to take this correction, and we're going to keep it moving. And it's going to be keep on moving for the greater of the Lord. Keep reading.
Come, sir. Verse 34. But thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked. Be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty God, who seeth all things. Verse 36.
Right. Keep on going.
Verse 36. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. Verse 37. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the most high.
Salaki, if I may, it just goes to show, like, these last verses is so heavy, because you got to understand that this is the youngest of them. You know, he sees all of this. He's the quote unquote weakest of them all, right? Mm-hmm. And he got the entreat from his mother. He got entreated by the king. The king sent his mama. They hoping that he would be the one to flake. He would be the one to fall. However, at the end here, he says, beseeching God that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation. Because just like the brother said before, this is a judgment as a nation.
That's right.
So he's realizing that as a nation, we have fallen.
Right.
So he realized that, and he's asking for mercy, not for himself, but for the nation. And that thou, by torment and plagues, may confess. And that nation should feel these torments and these plagues and confess that he alone is God. So it's like, it's through that is how we even know, through Deuteronomy 28 is how we even know that we are the people of God. It's through that chastening. It's through that punishment. Is how we even know that we are strong enough even or are chosen enough to be those people. Mm-hmm. So, Salaki, I just wanted to sum that up. Salaki.
Yeah. The water. Let's go and keep on reading. So, like, we can, I know I'm over time, but let's go and try to get through the last bit of this.
Come, sir. Verse 38. And that in me and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation.
He's a just God. Right. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 39. Then the king, being in a rage, handled him worse than all the rest. Uh-huh. And took it grievously that he was mocked.
He big mad. Go and keep reading.
Come, verse 40. So this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord. Mm-hmm. Last of all, after the sons, the mother died.
So this mother sat up here and saw all 7 of her sons being unalived. All right. You got to understand how heavy that is. You know what I'm saying? All 7 of them being unalived. And she cheered them on, exhorted them. You know what I'm saying? To, hey, baby, do your thing. Why? Because she raised them up properly. Because she was raised up properly. That's why we have to sit up here and remember the times of past.
we have to remember what our fathers told us. That's the heavy part of what we do right here in the ISUPK. That's why we keep these candles burning, 8 days. We're keeping these traditions. We're remembering what was done to us. We're remembering what we had to fight for, what our ancestors fought for. All right? Remember what was fought for. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and let that go to an open shame. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and let it seem like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is a big thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it be in vain. Don't sit up here and be like, I don't feel like lighting these candles tonight. No. You lighting candles is a small thing versus the guerrilla warfare that took place in the Maccabean revolt. Versus, what went through, these mothers and 7 sons. All right? Go ahead and read.
Come, sir. Verse 42. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feasts and the extreme tortures.
What else do we have to say about Christmas? These are the idolatrous feasts.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have to say about you worshiping birthdays and Thanksgiving and Easter? All of these idolatrous feasts, what else do we have to say but a mother gave her 7 sons to do this? You got anything else, Priest and Officer Halak?
There's a heavy chapter. This is a heavy book, period. 2nd Maccabees. So, it comes to my mind like when you be, some of us, we be at work and your job order food and they always order pork. You don't have to eat it,
Right.
A lot of times they'll order pork and they'll maybe order chicken or turkey, and they'll see you only putting chicken on your plate and they'll ask you, you don't want any pulled pork. Don't be embarrassed. Just tell them I don't eat pork.
Right.
And I know it makes them feel a certain kind of way. But I don't care. And you should not care. You should not care either.
Damn right.
I don't, you don't have to eat it. I yield.
Hey, Most High in Christ, very heavy point. Any other questions or comments in the room?
Somebody got one.
What you got?
The spirit of that mother remind me of Rebecca. How she's like, our son was supposed to get the promise. It wasn't really working out the way it was supposed to work out. And so he told him what to do to make sure he got his promise. His blessing.
Right, yeah. So the guidance of a mother is very important. That's what we definitely have to remember. You know what I'm saying? It's you got to raise up your child. The mother is important. You know what I'm saying? In the household, the father is extremely important. Like we brought up in Deuteronomy. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit up here and forsake your mother. Don't sit up and forsake your father. You know what I'm saying? Understand what's going on. All right. But listen, we have to remember these traditions. We got to remember these stories. All right. Big Thawada, the priest and officer, Halak Aman, for joining us. Big Thawada for big Thawada for all the priests in the room and the troopers that came through, and my rib that came through, you know what I'm saying, serving food, doing what she do, you know what I'm saying? With that, I pass the class off to priest and officer 1000 Hadar Mod.
Shalom Israel. We had ISUPK. These are the security announcements. We had ISUPK start out at 1 West, Hunter and Fishery Hall, New York. Group of new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only if they hit the shed themselves of the world. And they need transportation and teaching will arrange. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment coming from the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, which means tenth in the Hebrew, by Ishua. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the church department or teacher. Priest fund, people offering for priests, not mandatory. What's everybody like to give? Upcoming holy convocations. We are still in the Feast of Dedication. Right. Feast of Dedication. All right. Remember to light your candles. Light your candles. At least if you do not have menorah, at least light 7 candles. 7 candles in a row every night. You understand, to commemorate the Feast of Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. Right. Also, for any other updates, just check the bulletin board in the back or check the calendar. Also, reminder for any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and war scarves. That will give a courteous salute to the men in Israel. Mount Shabbat. Imagine, please stand. In Israel. Mount Shabbat. Imagine. Rock.
Yeah,
and we'll just say in the Hebrew to English, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yeah, your time, hands down. We'll also give a courteous salute to the sister in the building. All right. In Israel, Sar, turn to the sister. Sister Imagine. All right. All right. Most High Christ. All right. In Israel, Aman Shabbat. Imagine. Rock.
Yahweh Shamar Il Alatham Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
All right, all right. Most High Christ. I mean, what we just said in the Hebrew to English, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yeah, your time, hands down, class dismissed.
That's right.